But joining us live here on the Cape Fear Sports Report in his normal spot is Coach John Bunting. Of course, Coach, Super Bowl week begins, and you've been a part of that once before. How you doing?
I am doing fine, and it's been kind of interesting today to view the NFL channel and watch as they are obviously covering both teams traveling to the site, which is normal on the Mondays and before the Super Bowl, and tomorrow will be picture day, media day for the players, which is their normal day off. And I've been able to listen to the coaches. Wisenhunt was on. I listened to Kurt Warner, who I know quite well. I know he's excited about getting back for his third Super Bowl. And listen to some of the other players. Larry Fitzgerald did a great job. So did Antoine Bolden. He did a nice job also. Didn't realize how productive that player has been. What a productive player he's been, getting to a high number of receptions in his short career. So it's been interesting to watch these players speak. They're all very, very well spoken. And it just reminded me once again about what it was like when I went to the Super Bowl as a player, and what it was like when I went to the Super Bowl as a coach.
Now, like I said earlier, you were there as a player, there as a coach. Let's start with you there as a player. Super Bowl 15 in the Superdome in New Orleans, correct?
Yes, okay. Absolutely. We had gone 12-4. We had won our division. We'd won home field advantage, and we were really excited about playing the Dallas Cowboys at home in the NFC Championship game in 8-degree weather there in Philadelphia. And, of course, we beat up on them 20-7. Let me tell you something. The score does not indicate the beating that we gave Dallas, which was a pleasure. I've never been a big Dallas fan. Everybody else in that Eastern Division isn't either. But we had 2 weeks to prepare, which is the normal frame of preparation for the teams going to the Super Bowl. And we didn't have that when I went as a coach. But we had a couple days off. I'll never forget Jaworski. Seeing him in the locker room, I think both of us were drinking a beer that next morning, Monday morning after that game, smoking a cigar. And Vermeil took one look at us and said, go home and get some rest. I'll see you on Wednesday. We practiced a few days up there, and then we went down to the Dome in New Orleans. And on Tuesday, the normal players' day off, we went into the Dome. We had full gear practice. We took pictures after that, and you can imagine how our hairdos looked after practicing for an hour and a half.
Right.
We then saw the Raiders coming in. They didn't have helmets. They had their jerseys. They were in their game pants. They were just walking in. They were going to do media day, and I don't know what they were going to do as far as practice. But we got on a bus. There was a box lunch in our seats as we got onto the buses, and we thought we were getting transported back to the hotel, and we were getting lunch already. And lo and behold, we bussed over to Tulane University, where we restretched and had another practice. We went double days on Tuesday before the Super Bowl. It was crazy. The rest of the week kind of went that way too. And Dick to this day won't admit that he may have overworked us, but we broke the routine, Nick. We went Wednesday. We went Tuesday night meetings. We went Wednesday practice, and then night meetings. And then Thursday was the first night we had off as players when the families came down. Friday was the most grueling of all practices we ever had. And then Saturday, by the time we got to Saturday, we were one worn-out team. And all I can say about it is we broke the routine.
Yeah.
And you need to remain, and every one of these players, and particularly the coaches, I hear them talking about sticking with the routine. Players go home at night after practice. They don't stay and do night meetings. Players don't get locked up in hotels. We had cars that were for every one of the players. Each room, the two players in each room had a car. We never got the keys to those cars until Thursday night. We could have had them on Monday afternoon. So we broke the routine big time, and I think it really hurt our performance. But you got to perform well. This is what you want.
Yeah.
This is what you want when you go to the Super Bowl. You want to play close or even better than you played all year. You want to play as close to the potential of your football team as you had. We had a great year. We just played lousy.